What's up everyone? Welcome back to another episode. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 different things that I do before wearing a new pair of sneakers. Let's get into it. As always, let's start off with the intro. If you are new here, then welcome. My name is Jess from 𝕤𝕠𝕔𝕚𝕤.com, and I make videos and written blog post content about sneakers and lifestyle products. So if you are into that type of content, then please consider hitting the red subscribe button right down below. Your support would mean a lot, and for those of you who are returning, welcome back. I appreciate your support. Today I wanted to talk about 5 different things that I do before wearing a pair of new sneakers. So let's jump right into the list at number 1. The first thing that I do when I get a pair of fresh kicks are obviously to unbox it, but really when I unbox it and I have a first look at it, I always try to admire the shoe and see what it's like in person, because as you know, when it comes to photos that we see online and the actual product being in hand, sometimes we feel different about it. So I really try to admire it and see, is this a sneaker that I really am going to wear and actually love wearing later on down the road. I've mentioned this before, but I generally try to buy the shoes that I really love to see online, and that helps me curb my spending a little bit in terms of buying new sneakers. But sometimes I'm kind of on the fence and I just decide to buy it, and if I don't like it, then if the retailer allows returns, I will return it, or I will sell it back into the sneaker community I'm part of. Shout out to Soul Savvy. Or I'll just sell it on Marketplace, and I'm just really hoping to get the money that I spent back, so selling it for retail. So when that happens, I actually really look at the shoe that I was kind of contemplating, and really determine if this is a shoe that I'm actually going to wear and really enjoy. So I like to do that, just admire the shoe at first and see if I really like it. And sometimes right away you'll get this like buyer's remorse feeling, and if I'm feeling that, that generally means that I do not want the pair for a long period of time. So then at that point I make a decision if I'm going to keep it or not. Number 2 is a really easy one and quick, but the second thing that I love to do is to sniff my new pair of shoes. I don't know what it is. I'm sure a lot of sneakerheads feel the same way, but you always have to have a sniff test. And I think it's just the new material feeling, the factory smells maybe. I don't know what it is, but it just makes me really happy for some weird reason. And I'm sure there's some chemical thing going on in your brain because it's a new product that you have in hand as well, but that is the second thing that I will do. Number 3 is taking photos of the brand new shoe that you have in hand. So I typically do that for any new pair, regardless if I'm reviewing them or not. And so I just like to have really cool pictures of them. I just enjoy taking sneaker photos, I guess you can call it. And then of course, if I'm reviewing the product or doing a first impressions video, then I have to do a video on it as well. So that is number 3. I just like playing around with what cool images that I can get out of a new sneaker, because each sneaker kind of has a different type of vibe and you kind of want to match it to the photography that you're taking. So that is number 3, is taking photos and doing a video for you all. Number 4 is I always relace my sneakers. Regardless of what sneaker it is, I always like to take out the factory lacing and lace them, even if it's the same way that I would lace them myself. I just feel this is something that I always have to do, and I relace my shoes with my foot inside the sneaker itself so that it can actually kind of, you know, the laces aren't too tight when I put them on, and so the next time I wear them, it kind of has like a little bit of looseness, I guess you can call it, to the sneaker, so that I could just kind of slip my foot in using a shoehorn. Number 4 is a pretty simple one, but I always like to relace my sneakers. The next thing that I like to do is to spray my sneakers and treat them, and I use none other than Jason Mark for this. And it used the spray on to make sure that I'm protecting it from water and stains, or at least resisting it as much as possible. And so this is the last thing that I do before I'm wearing a sneaker, and I usually do 2 treatments as recommended by Jason Mark, with I think 24 or 48 hours in between, so that it can really seep into the material that I am spraying. So we always got to protect our sneakers, and so that's the last thing that I do before I officially wear my new pair of shoes. That's pretty much it for the 5 things that I do before wearing a brand new pair of sneakers. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what rituals you have before wearing a pair of sneakers. Maybe I'm missing something in my setup here, and I would love to hear what everyone else is doing. Anyway, that's it for this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace, bye! Hey everyone, thanks for checking out today's video. Please consider subscribing to see more content just like this. There is always more to see on my blog at www.writtenbyjess.com. Thank you for all your support, and we'll catch you in the next one.